All right, so earlier I was at KDKA talking about my love of baseball on the radio, right? Well, I'm headed out to do something with Mike Leon at Leon's Billiards and More. Happens to be one of our sponsors on the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday show. So my mind got thinking and drifting back to some really happy times in my life that are connected to baseball. And listening to the Pirates on KDKA, this was always very nearby when it came to the men that were the greatest generation in my neighborhood, our fathers. And then the 80s rolled around and we were starting to be, becoming of age, if you will, and we would be heading out to various places to dance the night away. And this is when Icy Light came into play in the early 80s, and it is still one of the all-time selling light beers, and it has such a resurgence, especially with my children in their 20s and even my older son in his 30s. So Icy Light doing incredibly well. But I absolutely love what's happening with this. It's my all-time favorite. And when they put that sign up on Mount Washington that was there for a long time, and I was coming into work one day, I literally was brought to tears because it just made me think of good times growing up and listening to baseball, and just such a huge part of my life. But this is where the story gets really good. Bob Prince, as I mentioned earlier today, the Gunner, was the spokesperson for Iron City Beer. I thought that was the coolest thing on the planet. And little did I know that I would eventually end up working at KDKA Radio, where I have been since the mid-'80s, just about the time this came out. This had been out since 1861. And, well, a year rolled into 2 to 5, and then all of a sudden the 1990s were upon us, and I met a gentleman who was the owner of the brewery, Joe Piccarelli. Joe Piccarelli has been a lifelong friend. He's busy now, I'm busy now. His children are grown, my children are grown. And, well, one thing that never stops is time, right? But back in the day, when he had an office right there in, Pittsburgh, I would sit there at the historic brewery with him and talk business and learn about life in the world of, entrepreneurial spirit that he had. And I got an opportunity to actually become the spokesperson for Iron City Beer. I was the first voice since the late Bob Prince to endorse Iron City Beer on KDKA Radio, and I did it for years. And I always considered it a privilege and an honor. So even though now I am working for free, not even free beer, I just wanted to take some time to say Iron City is still here, though, at the Banksville Road location, of course, down the road, but McKnight Road, where I'm at today. So, pump and iron, enjoy the fall classic, and just know this: every time you crack open a cold one, you're doing something to help this community. And remember, with the big sporting events that are going to be happening all winter and spring, rolling into next baseball season, we've got everything that you need here at Coons Market, one of our 8 locally owned and independently operated neighborhood grocery stores, waiting for you. Coons Market, a Pittsburgh tradition.